Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Whiskey Wednesday Show with your hosts Ken Tizzard and Music for Goats. Brought to you in full color and stereo sound amplification provided by Trainer. Broadcasting into the world from Storyhouse Studios in Campbellford, Ontario, you'll hear the best in old country, folk, Americana, punk rock, and 80s music delivered into your homes every week for free. And don't forget your regular dose of new and original songs from Music for Goats. Never be alone on a Wednesday night again, 8 p.m. Eastern at 9:30 for those of you in Newfoundland. Join the Whiskey Wednesday regulars on Facebook to be a part of the conversation, or watch on YouTube as well. Pour a drink, a cup of tea, roll up your best smoke, and sit back and relax. Don't forget to hit the share button to help spread the word. The Whiskey Wednesday Show, every week. Cheers. Just like that, we are on. Just like that, we are on. How you doing there, Neil?
I'm well, thank you. Yourself?
I'm good.
Glad to hear it.
There's a hair in my microphone. Waiter.
Seems odd.
Waiter, there's a hair in my microphone. How's everybody doing? It is Wednesday, July 8th. July 8th. Wow, the fucking summer is just here. It's great. It's just great. How are things over on your side of the bridge, Mr. Grant?
Just fine, as far as I know.
Warm?
Yes, still warm.
Yeah, has your landlord gotten the air conditioning in that he was supposed to put in 2 years ago?
Not a bit.
Still a no. Anybody out there who happens to know Mr. Grant's landlord, give him a ring.
Yeah, I do have the window shaker in there, the window rattler.
There you go. Yeah, rattle the shingles right off the roof. Yeah, that's all good.
Not mine.
That's all good. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Whiskey Wednesday Show. My name is Ken. What's the main camera right now? Is that this one down over here? Or the one that I'm looking at right now? Or is it this one? No, that's it is this one. Okay, cool. I'm still getting used to the new layout in the studio here, trying to keep my voice pointed at the microphone while being able to look at the microphone. If Daddy Graves could see me now, he'd be so upset. Do your shirt up, Ken. Do your shirt up. Sorry, it's hot. We're going to play some tunes. Looks like we got a couple people here. Hello, Rayanne, Debbie, Tony, Gypsy Joe. Nice to see you, Joe. I hope you're getting better. I know you got the fucking Achilles issue there a couple weeks ago, so it's hard when you're running a marina to not be able to walk. So anyways, all the best with that. We're going to play some songs for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Voices of Women Part 2 series, which Allison has put together from interviews from some of my favorite friends and people. And we'll be getting to that in just a minute. We're going to start tonight with If You Were Wrong, It Looks Like, which should be number 5 on the machine, right? Let's see if that works out. Hope everybody's... So they've deemed you insignificant, yeah, but it's not your fault. Just watch it all come down. Feel the tension, wanna shout it out. Yeah, maybe it's past your time. Take the pack and run. Gonna make it anyhow. It's kinda funny, but it feels so right. If you let me show you how, I might just tell you. Just watch it all come down. Feel the quiet, wanna yeah. Baby, it's not your time to take the pack and run. Gonna make it anyhow. It's kinda funny, but it feels so right. If you let me show you how, I might just tell you. You're wrong. That's how the show starts tonight. Welcome to the Whiskey Wednesday show, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ken Tizard. We are Music for Goats, being Mr. Neil Lucy on acoustic guitar, Mr. Ken Grant on bass, and the stylings of the MPC loaded with samples, including a lot of samples from Steve Dagg, the drummer of ours, who passed away a few years ago, leaving us recordings of his drums to work on with. And it is Whiskey Wednesday, Voices of Women edition number 2. Oh man, it's been a crazy week. What did I do this week? Well, Cassidy was home, so that was the big sort of thing that kind of made the week just blow by, Cassidy being home. Because of course she was home, which meant that Caitlin was home more. And then Cam was around, and then Cassidy came with her. Cassidy's new boyfriend came up, a young gentleman named Ashvin, who's very cool. Met him. He's a normal guy, which is great, so it just seems nice.
How unusual.
I know, yeah, I know. No, so everything was cool there, but it made for a busy week. We played Capers on Friday night. I think Allison might have a photo to show of that. You do? Let's see this thing. There we go. Look at the three of us standing in front of the menu board. Yeah, so that was actually a great night. We did a bunch of Ron stuff. We did a set of folk music, and then we just did an NPC set at the end, so it was a hell of a lot of fun. There was also, no, I don't think so. Oh, there's a picture of Cassidy, yes, and Mom, and Neil lurking in the background. Why am I not in the photo?
I know, I'm so good at that. Just call me Neil Lurkey.
Yeah, he's really good. So it was great. Allison and Jack there, of course, too. So Allison's been getting out lots, which is awesome. It's so nice that the new vehicle is allowing for that. We're going to have a little sake right now because Cassidy brought the band back some sake. Now, I didn't know there's many different brands and stuff, but there are 4 sort of types of sake, and each one has a different sort of thing. I don't know the 4 types. I can't pronounce them, and I couldn't read what they were all about. But I do sort of... Anyways, Cassidy brought us 2. A matching pair. The bottles are really... which camera are we in here? No, this one. The bottle is really just this. On black. In a blue bottle. Now the second bottle is the exact same thing on a white label in a green bottle. So I thought, well, there's got to be something different in the two of them. It turns out this one is to be refrigerated, the other one is to be served warm. So we're going to try this one tonight. I don't know what it is. I don't think I've ever had sake in my life. Oh, they've even got cool... Wow, the twist-off cap is a peel-off twist-off. That's amazing. It doesn't mean I can get it off, but it looks like it should be really easy. Oh, yeah, okay. I got that's just plastic. Welcome to the Whiskey Wednesday show, where I do things very slowly. I should have taken a course in how to open it. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Oh, wow.
You got it.
It's a cork, a rubber cork with a symbol on it. See the symbol? It's probably the logo for the company, and it might even be upside down. I'm not sure. Lovely looking language. Okay, so this is the one that's supposed to be served cold. For those of you who've ever been curious about sake, here we go. I've been told traditional whiskey shot glasses are perfect. Ooh, this is perfectly clear.
That sounds like something a politician would say.
Hello, Ron. Okay, so I don't know what this tastes like. Are you supposed to shoot it or sip it?
I think it's a sipping drink.
It's a sipping
but
drink?
I could be wrong about that.
You've been wrong before, but
I
let's
have
see.
some
Okay.
once in
There's a word.
70.
There's a word that you say, and the word is kampai, or something like that. Kampai, which Allison believes translates to cheers. So kampai.
Hi.
Gentlemen. I guess intriguing is the first word that comes to mind.
But the liquid itself is lighter than liquid. Fly on your face. Just landed. He's crawling around right there.
Oh, I thought you meant.
No,
lighter.
it's
I thought it was.
around.
I thought you were saying it was lighter than liquid.
Oh, yeah.
On my face.
No,
Okay.
there's the liquid itself is almost like what I imagine like pure alcohol would be, where it just evaporates the second it hits your tongue.
Yes. Quite.
It's like the gummy beer of alcohol. But what's the flavor?
It tastes like sake.
Yeah, sake.
I've
Yeah,
never had
so-
sake. Oh, this is what it tastes like? And what is it made from rice?
Yeah,
Doesn't taste like rice.
also known as rice wine.
Okay. Well, isn't that interesting? I mean,
I don't know if it's correctly known as that,
okay.
but it's called that sometimes.
Either way, my first taste of sake here live on the Whiskey Wednesday show, and I think I love it. It'll be interesting next week to see what the warm one is like. What is the warm one like? Is it the same, just warm?
Yeah.
It's a little disappointing, but
Oh no, it's totally different. You'll be amazed.
that's beautiful. Is this This is like how much alcohol is in this?
Well, I don't know. Does it have a label?
Yes.
Probably around 15%.
Nothing on this is legible to me.
As I recall, there are two numbers in English among all the script on the side there, but obviously it doesn't say what those numbers are in English. So
Right. Yeah. No, I hear you.
I was just thinking
Okay.
probably you didn't because I wasn't really talking into the mic. But
Well,
nevertheless.
I hear you.
Okay,
'Cause I'm
right.
right here.
Gotcha.
People out
Out
there
there.
might not hear you.
No idea what I said.
Okay, for people your first time watching the show, thank you for bailing right away. Run as fast as you can. What the hell is happening here? Three fucking old guys drinking sake for the first time. It has been a long week. The heat has been tiring and beautiful. Greyhounds rocking out tonight to maximum rockabilly. When two punks choose to risk the subway for a tube to Piccadilly, never steadfast the gangs for glory. Another dumb casualty, having fun. Sour six, a hidden flick Netflix. Oh, kiss me deadly tonight. Doctors won and lost from the Bishop's End last night. Spotlight picks the kids in triumph with 1,000 stars in flight. the volume on that one. That's okay. That's what rock and roll's about. Digital rock and roll, not so much. It just tends to sound like instead of good distortion. We are down Friday night at the Horseshoe. It's going to be so much fun. Is everybody excited? Everybody out there excited? Everybody who can be? The Horseshoe is a bar I've been associated with for 30 odd years since I came up to Toronto and started playing there. Seeing the bartenders, some of them are still there from back then. The bouncers, the same floor, the same. They've replaced the carpet on the stage a couple times. Anyways, it's great. Myself and Danny from The Watchmen. Danny's going to be doing a bunch of his piano stuff, which is amazing. And Siobhan Bodrug as well, who's actually on the show today. She's one of the voices of women from tonight's show. No, she's not. She was last time? Who is the fifth today? That means that No, I've been getting confused because because Siobhan's at the show, but no, you're right. It's Evelyn, Jess, and Jingzi, yeah. Mm-hmm. Very excited for Toronto. This is a song from the new record. We did an animated video for this one, which was kind of fun. This song called Already Gone. It goes just like this.
52 years old, I'm bored and tired and horny and stoned. I'm listening to the Pixies on the radio in my car. I'm missing you, I'm missing me, I'm missing them, hard to believe. It's been that way since 1984. I won't hear you calling on the telephone, I'm already gone. Listening to the Clash record playing, and I'm scratching at my head and saying, where have all the good times gone? I won't hear you calling on the telephone, I'm already gone. One of 1,000 shows I'm super excited to see, although it's hard to find my way into believing. Idols the band, missing stereo, missing bass, missing 2K in my face, missing something righteous, something dangerous. I won't hear you calling on the telephone, I'm already gone. Been listening to the Clash record playing, and I'm scratching at my head and saying, where have all the good times gone? I won't hear you calling on the telephone, I'm already gone. I won't hear you calling on the telephone, I'm already. This is the last cruel night of summer. Digging through ashtrays once again. What a time we've had. Good night and God bless. Most of my friends are so lonely. I won't hear you calling on the telephone, I'm already gone. Been listening to the Clash record playing, and I'm scratching in my head and saying, where have all the good times gone? I won't hear you calling on the telephone, I'm already gone. I've been listening to the Clash record playing, and I'm scratching at my head and saying,
there for you. It is time to get into Voices of Women. This is such a good thing. I love that Alison takes the time to put these things together. She goes through so many hours of unedited video and brings it down to just a concise couple of minutes for everybody, and it's amazing because that's how long the show runs. Anyways, without any further ado, everybody's going to be introduced on it, and you'll get to see it. These are some of my favorite interviews from the last little while, and it's Voices of Women Part 2. You guys go ahead. I can't believe this is happening. My name is Ken Tizzard. I'm overwhelmed to be home, and I'm incredibly tired from traveling all day as well. But I got a bunch of my family here, and I've been seeing familiar faces all day, and I'm just over the moon. And I have my best friend in the world, Neil Lucy, here with me as well. We're going to bring up our first guest, Evelyn Jess. Where are you there, Ev? So, Ev, what do people call you? Sorry.
So my name's Evelyn Jess.
Yeah.
My friends call me Jess because I was born Jessica Evelyn Bemister after my grandmother. And so unfortunately she passed away when I was 7. So as I grew older and, I always felt her presence with me. And as taking on a stage name, I just sat down one day and I kind of just switched the names around and out came Evelyn Jess. And I thought that would be a really nice, shining reminder of her love for me and her presence that's always with me.
Good Lord, I wasn't expecting that type of answer. That's awesome.
Just jumping in right deep there, eh?
Got the whole family history.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So some people call me Evelyn, some people call me Jess. Rhonda likes to call me Evelyn Jess, both names together.
Right.
And so you just don't call me late for supper, that's all.
Okay, well, never. It's lovely to hear the accent. Now, you must be from around the Bay, right? You're not a townie.
Yes, I'm from Ragged Harbour. It's a little place. It's a little snippet of Musgrave Harbour.
Okay.
If you know where Musgrave Harbour is, out around the Kittiwake coast. And so Musgrave Harbour, of course, is when they collectively came together and put together the town. There were all these little communities out around that joined the municipality of Musgrave Harbour. But I like to keep my little sliver of Ragged Harbour pride, and I like to say I'm from Ragged Harbour. I'm Ragged Harbour rough, is what I like to say. That's a song title, definitely.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
So I will I'll sing one more before I go, so I'll sing that one, I guess. You came home to Newfoundland today.
I did, yes.
Yes, so this one's for you. you enjoyed it earlier, and you'll enjoy it again. So, and please, if you know it, please sing along. This is Home to Newfoundland. And as I said, me and my partner, we used to work on the mainland back and forth, so I know what it's like to be away from home, so this is my love letter to Newfoundland. This is Home to Newfoundland. I want to wake up to the smell of homemade bread and put the kettle on the stove. Breathe in the smell of salty air and take a walk along the shore. Well, I want to go home to Newfoundland. I want to go home to Newfoundland. Oh, I want to go to Newfoundland. Want to feel that northeast wind blow through my tired bones. Watch the fog rolling in. It'd be so good on the soul. Well, I want to go home to Newfoundland. Oh, I want to go home to Newfoundland.
Newfoundland. Bring me closer to the water. Bury my feet in the sand. Oh, feel the warmth from the fire. Well, on the beaches of Newfoundland, well, I wanna go home to Newfoundland. Yeah, I wanna go home to Newfoundland. Come on, sing it now. 'Cause I wanna go home to Newfoundland. I wanna go home to Newfoundland. Yes, now keep it going. I wanna go home to Newfoundland. I wanna go. There's no place like home, no. I wanna go to Newfoundland. Oh, I wanna go to Newfoundland.
Friends, Evelyn's, we have a guest tonight who is playing an instrument that I know very little about, and I'm so excited to find out what it's about. When I first got your name as a possible guest, it was actually Xia Jing.
Oh.
And I went, okay, and I did some research, and I went, that's, I'm not finding this thing, and I got it sorted out.
But you know what? Actually, I'm also Xia Jing.
Oh, okay, now you're really confusing me.
Because, you know, in Chinese way, we put the family name first. So my family would call me Xia Jing rather than Jin Xia.
Oh.
So, yeah, after coming to Canada, I kind of changed that way. So it's not confusing to people, like, what's your first name and last name, that kind of thing. So, yeah.
Well, that's one way to sort of solve the issue, I guess. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
So I'm both.
It's now you're not from Newfoundland, right? You came here to study.
Yeah, I came here in late 2015 to study PhD in ethnomusicology. I just finished it last year. Yeah. Yeah, it's a long journey, but yeah, I'm so glad I'm done with that part.
That's wonderful. Now, coming from Newfoundland and coming home and having everybody talk about, you know, Jing, she's part of the scene and she plays this.
Guzhen.
Guzhen?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a 21-string instrument.
Yeah.
That you play, and I've seen it like in film and on TV. This is my first time seeing one in person, and when I saw you playing it earlier today, I was astounded.
You can touch it.
I can't?
Just kidding. It's real.
It is real. It definitely is. So Jim, what do you want to play for us first?
Okay, so the first piece I'm gonna play is called Big Fish. Big Fish.
Big Fish.
Very suitable for a Newfoundland music scene, right? It's actually a love song, like a love story, or talk about a love story. So it describes this courage of pursuing true love. I love these very healing kind of melodies, and I always play it when I'm alone. Or I actually arranged this song to be played with my new band, Xia 3. We just performed at the Rock House the other day. Thank you.
Sarah Calhoun, welcome to the show. How did this go from saying these pants don't fit to, being invited to speak at the White House?
Yes, absolutely. And I am proud to also mention that I was born up in New Brunswick, so I am a dually, which is kind of fun too. Just getting really frustrated with men's Carhartts because that's all that was on the market at the time. This was back in the early 2000s, and I talked to some other companies and tried to get someone else to start a line of workwear for women because I knew there were a lot of women in the field who needed this product. No one really jumped at it, and one guy was like, well, if you're serious, why don't you just start your own company? And very naively at the age of 25, I was like, start a business? How hard could that be? And
you are the owner, creator, operator, and woman in charge of the Red Ants Pants Festival, right?
This is correct. Yeah, Red Ants Pants Music Festival.
How many years have you been doing that?
So we are heading into our 11th summer, which is hard to believe that well over a decade has gone by of putting on these events. And it's we're in a town of about 900, and there's 2,000 folks in our county, lots of cows.
Yes.
And we've had up to like 18,000 people at this little grassroots homegrown event that literally takes place on a working ranch in a cow pasture. So it's fun to see that it's come this far. So again, this town, just to kind of paint the picture. So White Sulphur Springs, it's in central Montana. When I moved here in 2005, it was the lowest income of any county in the entire nation, whatnot. And it's only been on the up and up that I've seen here. And we have new streets and sidewalks, then a new brewery and a gym and a bakery and lots of businesses and restaurants and new school, new library. And we are definitely not the lowest income of any county in the nation anymore, which is awesome to see. And certainly the festival has been a part of that and a part of bringing a little more pride into our community, which is a tough thing to build in some of these small towns, as I think you're aware. Yeah. So it's been really neat to see, and be part of it on the ground. Yes.
And I was reading online, you're using proceeds from the music festival to support endeavors that you're involved with that really a lot of empowerment.
Great question. So with the start of the festival, wanted to give proceeds towards some worthwhile cause. And when I started looking around, there really wasn't the perfect fit for a nonprofit that I wanted to target our funds towards. So we started the Red Ants Pants Foundation, which is our 501c3 nonprofit branch that now owns and manages the festival as our main fundraiser and obviously our biggest program. But in addition to that, we have these programs that you mentioned, the timber skills training. So those are 4-day carpentry and chainsaw courses for women. We're adding in trailer backing and dovetail joinery, like by hand, using hand tools for our carpentry classes. Those are really fun, and that self-reliance piece, like you're saying, is not always traditionally the women's role, but I think not that we have to be self-reliant, but that if we choose to be, we can be. And I think that's a really important value. And in addition, we have a girls leadership program for junior year high school girls from across rural Montana, and we pair them up with young mentors, and they do their own community project in their hometown, and that's been amazing to see, just learning these leadership skills from the age of 16 to really be able to learn them and practice them. Just sets these gals up for success for sure. And then really building an intentional good old girls club for them, like a lifelong network within the alum. So that, in addition to our grant cycle, which we, as of today, actually, we just selected our final grantees for this year with again, proceeds from the festival. So this is we've given over $130,000 to different programs and individuals across the state whose projects support our mission of women's leadership, working family farms and ranches, and enriching rural communities. So all the things we love. So to really answer your question, these are all the things that I get excited about. And I have that curse of an entrepreneur where I just want to keep creating and building and innovating. And so these are the things that I wanted to start this foundation around.
So, I mean, as far as music, because we get this question a lot, like how's music going? And I don't even know how to answer that question. I feel like, a lot of our music colleagues have like forged ahead and are releasing albums post-pandemic albums, or they released an album partway through, and we've been really, really slowly working on some stuff. So there will be something eventually, but I don't know. I mean, I feel a little bad saying this. Like, I wasn't super inspired music wise. So I am admitting that to you. Like, I don't know. I think maybe I just need a little bit more kind of nudging to kind of get back into this place where I feel inspiration, because you can't force that, right? When you're not feeling it.
It felt weird for me too, because so many of my friends were putting out albums and forging ahead, and as soon as COVID was done, they had tours scheduled and all this, and I was like, whoa, I'm not ready for any of that. It's
yeah.
So learning to kind of build my own table and have people come to it, as opposed to trying to get a seat at somebody else's table, has been a huge learning thing for me in the last few years. And you guys have always done that too. So, when the music comes, I'm sure it'll be there, and it'll be as great as everything you've done, if not stronger. And, we're all looking forward to that.
Try.
How's Rayanne?
Great. Thank you.
You look fantastic.
Oh, thanks.
Your hair's different.
Well,
I love it.
it's a Sunday due for working in the studio.
I want to take everybody back a little bit now because I want to talk about the time from when we met
Yep.
to the time when you're like one of Vancouver's most famous visual artists, which is now.
Oh, thank
Like when I met you, you had come to Toronto from Lacombe. You were a photographer. You were the photo editor at Music Express. Like when you came in from Lacombe, like were you doing any art back then outside of photography, or was photography your main medium for a long time?
Yeah, photography. I studied photography at a really prestige program in Edmonton, and I practiced that discipline for 2 decades.
Mm-hmm. You know, you had Music Express. You were filming bands. You were doing promo shots. You were doing all that sort of busy stuff that Toronto photographers do when you're in the scene. And then you disappeared into management. You spent some time there with musicians, working with them in different ways. And then you kind of got married and settled down, and the family grew. And all of a sudden, you're doing different art. How did that happen?
Well, looking back, I think all of those things you just mentioned were really little stepping stones and little seeds that got planted. Working for Jan, she painted during the time I worked with her, for her. I don't know if she still paints. So did Katie Lang. So, I definitely didn't think I would be a painter at that time, but I noticed what they were doing. My mom is a retired art teacher. So I worked on the Olympics in the music department.
That's right.
And that was really wonderful, but it was also extremely challenging, and it really taxed me and quite literally burnt me out. So I thought that would be a good high to retire out of the music industry. So that's what I did to do. So I went on a trip, an art workshop to France with an artist named Sherry Pratt. She's a very established, successful British Columbia artist and a teacher. And we went to Paris and we studied art and went to all the museums and galleries. And then we took a bus way up north to a town called Orchavaux. And it was in Champagne country. And I thought, well, if I don't want to paint every day, I'll just go taste some champagne. But it wasn't like that. We were in the chateau and there was no transportation, tiny little town. So I had to stick it out.
Right.
And I got hooked. And that was in 2018. And I've been painting ever since.
Wow, those are some of my favorite people, just because they're great folks. I don't know if it's because they're women or not, but either way, that is the Voices of Women Part 2. It's so hard, too, because it's like little snippets of these conversations I have with these people. Some of them go up to a couple hours. And then, all of a sudden we have the 20-minute or the 25-minute interview, which is a nice, concise version of it. And I watch this, it's just like touching on little tiny things. It's like, so I encourage you to go back and check out the full videos. And the one thing that we didn't touch on in Rayanne's, because it's the actual video rewind tonight, is the Brown Eyed Girl video. Rayanne did the Brown Eyed Girl video for us, which is a real-time Dame creation. It's a great video, and it's to Van Morrison's Brown Eyed Girl. So we'll see that tonight at the end of once the music is finished. And there's a dame in the big shot, and some dames in the small shots, and we've got some dames on the bookcase. We got dames everywhere. That's excellent. Dames are hanging out with Tim Lee, and Cassidy's artist from Japan, who we don't know who that was, but it was painted by a human. I've got some more Tim Lee stuff upstairs I'm going to bring down at some point. I'm going to try and get it in without Allison noticing, because Allison doesn't like it when I make changes without her. Can't blame her.
streets of a New York town, they poured like morning tides to raise the concrete and the steel up to New York sky, to New York sky. Can you read and write? Can you drink and fight? Can you take the nights alone? You can make a life for a child, no, I far, far away from home, far, far away from you can tip your hat to a Chelsea girl. She'll free you from the cold. She'll lend a tender loving ear to every story told. To every story told. If you got the hands, if you got the heart, if you got the cold steel nerve, you can rent a roll on New York floor and get what you deserve. Get what you deserve. Well, there's them old soul and them old freeze and crawl home in dismay. Curse again, God love, they'll break right down and breathe. Break right down and breathe. We're the 20th century, still in bloom in fair Conception Bay. Oh, the world turned round and men were bound all for the USA, all for the USA. Oh, nice. People are just filling up their glasses again. That's perfect. Man, that interview was so cool. Just thinking back on it again. That night meeting Jing and Jess for the first time too. They both screwed me up with their names. Evelyn, Jess. Hi, Evelyn. What's it? Jess, Evelyn. Okay, your name is Jing. Well, no, it's Sia Jing. Both of them. Fucking hell.
And I tried to show Alfie in the dog camera. that's
Okay.
here too.
Have you got him now?
Well, no, not really.
No. Can you get him on the floor camera right now? Let's just see if we can get Alfie. We've got Alfie for a week again. My little bag of bones friend. See if we can get down and see him. There he is at my feet down there. You see this little bag of bones?
Talking about you, Alfie.
Hey, buddy.
Whoa.
How you doing?
There he is.
Say hi to the folks. Say hi to everybody. Okay, you can go back to sleep now. He's like, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna put my head on. I'm gonna put my head on your pillow, on your pedal there, and make sure you can't push buttons that you need to. Here is the donate ad. We didn't update the thing because it's actually been 3 weeks since, but we're getting close. I think we're down to 1,200 left. Is that what was the last counting was?
I'll show it. Do I show that one?
Let's do the ad first.
Okay, ready?
Bada boom, bada bing.
Hey folks, thanks for tuning in to the Whiskey Wednesday show. Every Wednesday we will be here, rain or shine, richer or poorer. Tip jar is in the link above. Never expected but always appreciated. Never confuse the size of your paycheck with the size of your talent. I've got all the money I'll ever need if I die by midnight. Always appreciated, never expected. Please feel free to drop us a line regarding anything, including a link to your money. Cheers.
I came here from the city, trying to find some peace of mind, to get myself on track and buy myself some time. This town is growing on me here.
Even more fun when you can hear me. I love to be heard. So the latest one was, there hasn't been any activity actually because we've had a weird couple months, but 1,200 remaining and like 6 months left at this point. But yeah, we had like last month. There was one day where a bunch of people invested, like, you know, they each threw $100 in. It was like, oh wow, cool. That was a great night.
Yeah,
So,
it was
you know,
nice. That was Joe's.
I think
challenge.
that was Joe's challenge night that turned into a good night, and then, you know, it's anyways, that's where we are. We still got lots of time. We're doing just fine. But thanks for asking out there. Thanks for asking. The other side of wrong, and we're going to do right now. That is in key of E flat, E, right?
E right.
E right. E right meaning major.
E natural. And major, yes.
This is a song from a long time ago. It's been redone a bunch of times. This is how we do it right now. What song is this again? Oh, yeah. Got it.
No worries. Now, if it was a soccer match, I would have gone. That would have fallen on the floor.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not allowed to talk about soccer anymore. No politics on the show, so I'm not even allowed to talk about soccer anymore.
My apologies.
That's the wrong song. What am I looking for?
Been the wrong song.
Yeah.
But it was the right time, yeah.
1, 2.
Damaged, tired, and broken. There's nothing left to hide. Still seem far away from me, but you're here by my side. Streetlight in the distance, through the window hits your eyes. The devil's got his hand on you, tears are running dry. Whatever happened, finding our way. How to live on the other side. Picture perfect daddy's girl, couldn't do no
is always fun. It's nice. Feeling better and better the more we're playing it, too. Oh, that's kind of nice. Next week is All Request on Wednesday, July 15th. Is that right?
Wow, well done.
Jesus. All Request. It is the dog days of summer. I looked over at Jack today, and he was lying on Allison like that with his head up on the arm of her chair. And anyways, that became the photo for next week. Dog days of summer. We got one more song here for you tonight. Oh, we're already in the right.
I know. Clever of you.
Not weird. It's been a fun night. Mr. Grant, how are things going over on your side of the world? What's in the news, Mr. Grant?
Well,
what do you got to report into the microphone?
Well, we haven't mentioned David Clayton Thomas yet, so just tip of the hat to the dearly departed.
I didn't know that.
The front man of Blood, Sweat and Tears and longtime Toronto blues man. Wow. And actually had hit songs with his own band in the 60s, I believe called the Shays. Anyway, what a voice.
Mm-hmm.
From those big hits in the late 60s, Spinning Wheel and You've Made Me So Very Happy.
Yeah,
which he actually wrote those songs, man.
Oh, fuck.
Fantastic. Right, and his big break came when they asked him to join Blood, Sweat and Tears, who was already a horn band, you know. And man, what a fit. What a voice. Awesome. He was great.
That's amazing. Well, that's too bad that he's passed on.
Yeah.
Great to have a little memory of him. That's good.
I think he was 84.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Well, yeah. And Neil, out by the river, what's happening?
Well, you know, the usual stuff.
How are your flowers?
Flowers are fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fish are. There's a couple of them that have been struggling, but
you've been having a little fish issue.
A little, yeah.
Fishu.
Yeah, fishu.
Yeah.
That's right. Which is better than a fisher.
Yes, I'm sure.
Yeah, of either time, you know, the large weasel type, which are quite devastating to anything that they get their paws on, which is
right.
A lot of stuff, or the other type. So,
yes.
And we won't go there.
Yeah, exactly. They're all kind of just a big pain in the ass.
Exactly. Well, that's one type of fisher. Yes. There used to be an epithet that Jillian and I called each other, anal fishers.
Nice. That's an excellent, excellent endearing term.
Yeah, it certainly was. Yeah.
This is in C sharp minor, right? Yeah. This is one we just decided to sort of pop back out that we hadn't played in a while, and kind of liked it. So we're going to end tonight with it. After this, we have Brown Eyed Girl from the All Together Now album with the video by Rayanne Schachter from Lacombe, Alberta. First person I ever met from Lacombe. That picture of me and Rayanne, I think I must have just been 20. God. That was like fucking just last week. Dogs. This is crazy. They're both just sitting here jamming out to the music. Okay, here's a little Motorhead for you boys, so be careful, okay? There may be some effect pedal problems if I can't get past Alpha here when the time comes, but we'll see what happens. I hope you're all having a great night out there and everybody's having a good time. We will see some of you this weekend at the Horseshoe. We played the PMBA on the weekend, and I think I got a hat on to prove it. Yeah. They have hats, which are a great way to support the company. What do you call the initiative? No, the organization. Association would be right in the name, right? Mm-hmm. They help out musicians in need when is a lot of the time. And it's a really cool thing to support, and really nice for them to have us out to play their barbecue. Their sort of yearly fundraiser, hanging in the backyard, listening to some music, and it was a really, really great event. We had a really good time.
Terry said over the years they've given away like $130,000 worth of benefits to.
Yeah, it's for those, we all know that there's a hardcore group of working musicians who, if on a February night coming out of the back alley of some club, they slip on some ice and they can't work for a month. Being able to give them, $300 or $500 to help them out is a huge thing, right?
It's a great
And
idea.
there's no support from other places, so that's where the PMBA kicks in, and they're a great organization. They do really good things, and they're also massive supporters of music, so they're always doing concerts and stuff. Good organization. Nice to be hanging out with those folks. Really nice folks. Thanks to Norm for the invite and Terry. This is C sharp, right? I'm going to see if I can get down for a roti. They moved to King and Dufferin, or to Queen and Dufferin. So I might be able to get over for a roti. We're going to see. Island Foods, ladies and gentlemen, that's the place to go. Show there with some ace of spades. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so the solo, there's just 5. Why is there 5? I don't know. But I can't count it, so make sure you guys can. I never really can.
Remember.
Thanks for tuning in once again, everybody. It's the regular hardcore gang here. Excellent. I'll be cutting the show and putting out some small videos for them this week. I'm glad to see everybody's doing well and having a nice time, and we got no tragedies to report. Joe, get better soon. To all the ladies on the show tonight, thank you for giving us the time and sharing the stage with us over the years. Really, really awesome to be a part of your lives. Allison, thank you for all that you do with it. There was a couple mentions of the magazine tonight here too, saying it was quite a good read this month, Allison. So kudos on that as well. To Jack and Stanley and Alfie, oh my God. To Jack and Stanley and Alfie, thank you so much. Just before we leave here, I'm going to just grab this camera.
And Tony and Richard, we'll see you on Friday.
Tony and Richard, we will see you on Friday. Can you go to this camera here for a second, Allison?
Well, I think Terry's coming as well, if I remember correctly.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is cool. This camera is really up close.
That's
But when I
great.
look down, this is what I'm seeing here tonight. We've got these two little creatures just hanging out, watching the show. And then over there with Allison is...
Yes, and my camera didn't work again tonight.
Your
so-
camera didn't work again.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to get so close.
No, Jack sits next to her with a switcher. And anyways, this is probably going to be way too close. Hi, how you doing? Okay, anyways, that's it for the end of the Whiskey Wednesday show this week. This is a very odd angle. I never could do the vlogging thing, having to look at the camera when there's a monitor over there. You always want to look at yourself, you know. It's just like, oh, look at that hat. PMBA Deluxe Live Music. Excellent. Keep those people in mind when you're doing some donations. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been another great Whiskey Wednesday. Thank you very much. We will see you next week. Until then, remember to be like Steve. And here is Rayanne Hollaboff with the video we've been talking about.
This is actually Rayanne in action. You know, the beginning of the video is her, you know, looking at the blank canvas, and one of the dames for her series was actually called the Brown-Eyed Girl, and it was a dame that she created for the song, and it's kind of a time lapse of her doing it. And it's neat because you can see there's some stuff in the video, you know, there's some masthead information from the Music Express magazine. You can see her name and my name and everybody else's name there. I think I was the office manager at the time. So when you look at the sort of details, it's kind of neat to see it through a different lens. So without further ado, here is the Brown-Eyed Girl video featuring Rayanne Schachter.
Hey, where did we grow? Days when the rains came down in the hollow, playing a new game, laughing and running, yeah, skipping and jumping in the misty morning fog, with our hearts thumping and you, my brown-eyed girl, you, my brown-eyed girl. Whatever happened to Tuesdays and so slow, going down the old line, transistor radio, standing in the sunlight, laughing, hide behind the rainbow's wall, slipping and sliding all along the waterfall with you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-da? Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-da? So hard to find my way now that I'm on my own. I saw you just the other day. My, how you have grown. Cast my memory back there, Lord. Sometimes I'm overcome thinking about it. Making love in the green grass behind the stadium with you, my brown-eyed girl. You, my brown-eyed girl.
I think it's amazing that your journey is evolving, and it's evolving so quickly. And I think it's so wonderful for you, because I know you as a person. Like there's nobody I would want to have this more. Like, you've had success as you've been learning and as you've been developing, and that's just amazing. And everything you do has got such a great look to it and a great feel, and it's, I don't know, I guess it goes back to that joy thing. It seems like there's something real there and authentic, and it's amazing to watch you develop as an artist. It's great.
Well, thanks, Ken.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, the dames and I love listening to your music when I'm painting. Music is a huge influence. Sometimes I have to paint with real just quiet, but I study the cello. I will always be a pre-beginner. It's very challenging. I have a new respect for musicians. Holy moly, it's not easy.
Yeah.
But so I listen to a lot of genres of music, and music definitely plays a part of the vibe in the studio and the vibe of what I'm creating. And sometimes I let music dictate that, and then sometimes I will play music that, I think matches the tone of the painting I'd like to produce. So
that's fantastic. Well, you're still living a full life of art. That's amazing.
That.
Once again, thanks for spending another Wednesday with us here at Storyhouse Studios. Thanks to Trainer Yorkville for being a part of the show. We love our time on the Whiskey Wednesday show and appreciate all of your support. Don't forget to hit up the tip jar if you feel so inclined. Never expected, but always appreciated. Tune in every week for more guests, songs, stories, drinks, and gear talk. And don't forget to visit the website, www.kentizard.com, to sign up for the Whiskey Wednesday wrap-up. Compiled by Allison, this is a monthly overview with highlights, directories of songs, and so much more. Be kind, be helpful, be happy, be safe. See you next week.
On a Jim Beam.